Mastercard online sales spiking more than 18%, accounting for 13% of all total sales. And for those of you who are still shopping, many major retailers are open today for those last-minute gifts, including Apple, Target, Best Buy, among others. Amidst the retail numbers, they dovetail with the consumer confidence numbers. They've been strong all year long, but we keep hearing that they're going to plunge at any moment now.
I don't know where you're hearing that from, because I disagree. I think retail's strong. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the new year in terms of the consumer in general. But right now, they're impervious to what's going on in the market, and it's full steam ahead. It's plus 5% in terms of retail sales. An interesting little nugget is online is 13% of all retail sales, which is 3 percentage points over the trend line. So they're shopping. They're shopping on their mobile devices, and it's going to be great for the economy in the long run.
How do we square this with from studying consumers or would-be voters who certainly are telling pollsters a different message than we see with these numbers out of MasterCard? How does that work?
Well, I think that there's two things that are happening. One, I think that even voters will say that I think the economy is good. But there's a couple things that they're not excited about. One is the direction of the country. I think they don't like the tone, and they're not optimistic about the future. They think that things are about to turn in the next year or so, but they do think that the economy is strong. And so I think in the short term, you're looking at people who are saying, you know what, let's spend, let's make the most of it while we have it, because we are worried that in the future it's not going to be as good as it is right now. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing, you know, play out in front of us with the markets and other kinds of things. There's this, the fundamentals are good, except every time we hear some bad news, we're not sure what does that mean, you know, just around the corner.
What's the impact been on the market, you think, Jonas?
Well, first of all, the investors are past the economy is good mode. They're in the economy was good in 1929, 1987, 2000, and 2006 mode, and we're looking for what's going to cause the economy not to be bad, not to be good anymore mode. As far as the retail, the online sales are so amazingly, the growth rate is so high. It was, you know, it was one thing when the base was so low. You know, in 2000 it was because there was hardly any sales. Right. But now you're talking about real numbers, and it's coming from somewhere because the economy's not growing 18%, right? So, or consumer spending's not growing 18%. So, and this, I think, dovetails to a problem it's creating in commercial real estate, which was basically supported by lowering interest rates that are not lowering now, right? I mean, the last few weeks accepted. And this is, I think, gets to what Trump was worried about, knowing real estate, that the Fed was raising rates too much, is these retailers are not growing sales, and their yields are going to be lower, and now it's going to be a major problem with rates going up and sales not growing at the price that rents are in America for actual brick and mortar stores.
But by the same token, though, these retailers have adopted the so-called omni-channel approach, which includes internet. I mean, I think some of the internet sales, listen, Amazon, which was the ideal proxy for the internet, has gotten hammered. It's down 700 points. So, you know, but Target has learned how to do this. Macy's is learning how to do this, but it's coming at a cost. I think people have been surprised at how expensive it is for these businesses to do this business online. They thought this would add to the bottom line. It's actually been hurting margins so far.
And trying to do it with 3.7% unemployment, where you need employees in the stores to do. I think one of the biggest challenges, if you try to do something omni-channel, is finding somebody in the store who can actually help you with whatever that